First, let's make it clear, the Mile 4 is a flagship-grade smartphone sold at nearly half the price of a flagship. It's a great value for the money, and that is by design. While many call Xiaomi the Apple of China, its business model with its own app store and merchandise is a lot more like that of Amazon. That is, it is selling devices at low margins, and makes money from the ecosystem, not solely the device. The Mile 4 is a compact 5-incher that features a sturdy metallic frame, with only the glossy plastic back spoiling the premium experience, while the Galaxy S5 is an all-plastic affair. The 5-inch 1080p display of the Xiaomi Mile 4 is a bit off with a slight bluish tint, but it is sharp and offers calibration settings to please different tastes, while the S5's slightly larger 5.1 1080p display comes with a noticeable greenish tint. The Xiaomi Mile 4 and the Samsung Galaxy S5 both come with a 2.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 801 system chip, and with no differences in the number of pixels they have to push, performance is on par with these two, on paper and for games at least. For all else, we've already told you that the Mile 4 feels faster and smoother in daily operations. A few words about the Snapdragon 801 are still due. It's been replaced by the Snapdragon 805 in the latest flagships, but the 801 is still plenty capable. It is a 28nm 32-bit chip with good multi-core performance and graphics, so that you will have no issues running the most demanding games. Take a look at our benchmark test results. You can see for yourself that the differences in performance potential between the Mile 4 and the S5 are minimal. The Xiaomi Mile 4 comes in a 16GB and 64GB models, and there is no option to expand this memory. There's no microSD card slot. Samsung, on the other hand, practically offers the 16GB model of the S5 only, but it does have expandable storage via the microSD card slot supporting up to 128GB cards. The Mile 4 surprises with a long-lasting battery that also recharges quickly, while the Galaxy S5 is a tad behind. Both feature 5-ish 1080p displays, but we prefer the colors on the Mile 4. The performance potential with Snapdragon 801 on both is identical, but Xiaomi makes much better use of it with its MIUI skin that is surprisingly well polished and rich in features. And finally, the Mile 4 has a longer lasting battery. The Mile 4 is not without its slight issues. The 13-megapixel camera, while good, is a step below the 16-megapixel shooter of the S5. The big drawback in the Mile 4 currently is the lack of 4G LTE support outside of China. If that does not bother you too much, though, the Mile 4 offers great value for the money, with an off-contract price of just around $370 for the 16GB version. It is a way better deal than the $520 16GB Galaxy S5.